All right, here we are, two nerds fishing at beautiful Umstead Park in Raleigh, North Carolina. We found some little creeks and some parts of the lake that I've never been to, so I'm kind of excited. We're gonna get a little swampy with it today, I think. We're gonna find some fish. What are we hunting for today, Doug?
You know, the reports lately out of here have been largemouth, bluegill, I think some perch. This is actually off the Crabtree Creek, so it's fed by a creek. It's a small little pond lake. There's a spillway right here that flows through, so there should be a good variety of stuff in here because it's fed by a stream.
So I only brought 2 rods, so I'm hunting ultralight and then medium heavy. So I tend to not catch anything at all, so I just enjoy throwing bigger baits. So we're gonna see what I can catch. Maybe I'll pull a pond monster out of here. But Doug seems to be the crappie and brim whisperer. He can always catch the sunfish. So hopefully we'll catch some good fish and get a lot of action today. It's a beautiful day, and I'm really excited to get out there.
Let's do it.
All right, let's see if we can't get this big slab off. Got a nice bluegill. Oh, he's still got some fight in him. All right, I'm gonna reel him in.
He's gonna fight for now.
All right, so this is the first catch of the day, and it was actually by Chris, me. You know, it's a big blue gigi.
Oh man.
And we're gonna try to unhook him here so we can show you guys. Now, if we were eating these, that'd be one to keep right there, wouldn't it?
That's a nice.
So we send him on his way, Doug. It's exciting though. We didn't get skunked today. Starting the morning off strong. What do you think? You think that's indicative of a good sign or a bad sign?
That's a good sign.
That's a good sized bluegill there, man. That's a good sized fish. All right, let's send him on his way. He's had a stressful morning.
There you go.
Dude, he almost just hit that again. All right.
Good catch, man.
Yo, so what do you think? First catch of the day?
Dude, nice. That was impressive, dude. That was a nice bluegill right there.
Let's get some more.
That baby was plump.
All right, we got another fish. Second catch of the day. We haven't been here for 30 minutes yet. Yo, that's got a fight on it too. Another bluegill. Dude, they're liking these little spoons we have on there. That's a good sized bluegill too. Do you need me to hold something for you?
Got him on the Beetle spin.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have to show that to the camera. That's a cool looking rig you have. Oh yeah. Dude, that's a slab. I'm telling you, if we were trying to eat, we'd be eating good today. That's awesome. I'm so used to catching little things that aren't even worth tossing in a pan.
Yeah. Look.
That's not little. That's a good sized bluegill. Or is that not a, is that a brim?
That's a green sunfish.
Oh, okay. Green sunfish. Yeah, look at the spines.
Yeah, that's a green sunfish. He's a pretty one.
Dude, let's go.
Get a good release here.
That might be cool.
So on that one was a green sunfish, and the easiest way I've found, and I'm getting better at it to identify them, is those bluegills have a really steep forehead and they have that really dark, almost turquoise-ish green gills. That one had a very shallow shape to it and green colors along, and caught them on a little Beetle spin. Haven't been throwing these a lot lately, but we brought them out today and I thought I'd give it a shot. Haven't thrown Beetle spins in a while. So getting some action. The spinners definitely seem to be getting us some bites. So.
absolutely. Dude, hey, we both got a catch today.
Nice.
That has not happened on film yet. We've got either one of us gets skunked in every video, so we both caught something. So let's see if we can't catch some more. I'm thinking one of those rooster tails. That kind of mimics like a topwater bug. That's what I'm putting on mine. One of the ones that I used at the creek.
I don't want to leave here right now with them.
No, let's stay here and keep.
I mean, they are active.
Yeah, let's keep hitting it.
No point in leaving an active spot, hoping that the other one's active.
You know, I also think that today is so great because technically I should be working right now. I think Mr. Doug over here should too. It's a Thursday morning, beautiful North Carolina, and we both played a little hooky this morning at work. I mean, well, scheduled time off, but still. So it's been a pretty successful day. I mean, in my opinion already. We got the day off work, A, done.
Hey, that's good.
And B, we got a little hike in, you know, a little walk in.
Absolutely.
C, we've both already caught some fish. So, you know, that does not normally happen on our outings. It's usually one or the other, or none lately. So not getting skunked, us both getting some action. I'm really, really excited for this trip. And this is just a, you know, a random little creek here in a state park. Well, I guess it's not a creek. This is more like a pond. I don't know why I said creek.
It is a creek. It's just this dammed up this whole area.
I gotcha. And there's nobody else out here. It's just, it's kind of only us. And as the sun comes up overhead, I don't know if you guys can tell we're completely washed out yet or not, but we're going to move into some shade and hit some different areas and hopefully target some different species. We got some different baits to try. I'm excited. It looks like Doug caught another one, guys. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna run over there and see what he got. Come on. Right now, is this the, oh, that's definitely a bluegill. I mean, it's got a bluegill, so. I see what you're saying with the rounded snout there. And the spines are different too. It's funny how they all look kind of the same at first, but once you've seen a couple of them up close, they look drastically different. Dude, this is a popping little spot for these bluegill and for these sunfish. Look at that. That thing's got some beautiful color on it.
That's a green sunfish too, dude.
That's not a bluegill?
Nope.
I don't know what I'm talking about, guys.
That is, it's got, may even be, somebody can maybe drop us a comment. May even be a Redear. He's got a little red spot behind
Yeah,
him.
he does. The spines look different on that.
Definitely not a bluegill.
No.
I think, he's a green sunfish.
Yeah.
You can see the greens in his deal.
All right.
Whoa,
They got some fight on them, man.
Yeah, he got some fight.
All right, let's stay here for a minute and keep seeing what we can hit.
Oh, that's good. I was gonna say, this is one of the reasons why Chris and I, we really like to find new places a little off the beaten path, because like here in central North Carolina, and I'm sure it's similar elsewhere, I hear it's the same in Ohio, and I'm sure everywhere, but all water these days is just so heavily pressured that sometimes if you can find good spots that are maybe a half mile to 3/4 off that people just aren't really willing to walk, and I got hit there, you can find slightly less pressure, but like this was, what, about 3/4 of a mile from parking?
Just under a mile, yeah.
But it's far less pressure, so I think we're gonna have a lot more fun here. So that's one of the things we like to do on the channel, is just find different new off the beaten path spots. Really good for multi-species fishing with a little less pressure on them.
See what we got here, Doug. We got another one on a featherlight. Oh, that's a little guy.
Yeah, I just broke out the casting featherlight and a little trout magnet.
Dude, look at that fight. Look at that pole bend.
Featherlights are so fun, dude.
So I told you guys at the beginning of this video, the Sunfish and Brim Whisperer, he just has them dialed in. Look at that's a huge fish for that pole, dude. Oh yeah, that's a good looking fish.
Little green sunfish, man. They are a lot of green sunfish.
So is that also a Redear then? Because it's got the red behind it.
Nah,
oh, well.
Oh, dang.
Sorry.
It already went.
Huh.
No, it's more kind of like a little orange flash there. I don't think that's a Redear.
See, I was trying to get...
Usually on a Redear, like, it's pretty, like, dark maroon red.
So there's so many different sunfish. I'm trying to learn more about them.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure green sunfish on that one.
All right, let us know if you guys know better in the comments.
Yeah, I was trying to open up my palm and give a good shot so viewers could help us identify it, but he took off. He was feisty.
I can't get over how much fun these little featherlight and ultralight rods are. You know, I always kind of thought when I started fishing and getting into this last year with Doug, that the only way I was gonna have fun is if we were catching these huge fish. And you know, we went to like the lakes everyone swears there's bass, like Lake Wheeler and Raleigh here, and we would spend all day out on the water with all the huge crankbaits and lipless baits, and I'm sure I was doing something wrong, you know, but I didn't get any action. We got maybe 1 or 2 bites a whole season, and we had like 1 really good bass landed that whole season. But getting all this action on these ultralights, and it's so much fun because, you know, they're bending the rods, they're pulling drag. I mean, maybe it's just still new to me, so that's why it's so exciting. Maybe I need to catch a few hundred brim like Doug over here, but he still looks pretty excited every time he grabs something. So I'm just really glad that we kind of decided to go this route, and we have the heavier poles, and we definitely want to hit the bigger fish. Oh my God, right when I'm in the middle talking.
He hit hard. They love to fight these light lines.
This is what we're talking about, man. Look, that's a good fight there. I just love these little fish can pull drag, man. It's so funny. Oh, that's a good looking fish there. Nice colors.
He's a little one.
And you know, I could tell you right now it's a different fish because there's no flash behind the ear at all. There's no coloring. Oh, that's a great looking fish, Doug. Dude, you're on fire today. That's 5 or 6 already.
Sunfish, man, little green sunfish. We haven't caught a bluegill yet, man.
Right, so we've been casting really little stuff. I'm gonna throw one of these kind of bigger jigs, a little crappie swim bait on it, a little tail. I think there might be some big crappie in here. I'm seeing them kind of plop and jump. What do you think, Doug? You think we're gonna catch anything big?
Yeah, absolutely. I know there's some pretty good sized crappie and bass in here, dude.
All right, so let's see if we can't throw some bigger baits out and catch some bigger fish. But it's been pretty wild so far. Hope you guys are enjoying the video, and make sure you like and subscribe. And we're gonna try and post, you know, weekly videos. Doug's killing it on the shorts. So if you like fishing content, that's what we're here for. Thanks, guys. On the way in, there's this little spillway under the bridge here, and I think we're gonna go check that out, and then we're gonna try to get over to the far side of the lake. We're gonna trek through the woods a little bit here, see if we can't get a little bit different action. We're really hoping to find at least a little crappie, maybe a baby sized bass or something, just a little different. We like to change it up, but we've been killing the sunfish game today. So yeah, there's a spillway here. And Doug had the idea. He said he wanted to try to fish down here, and there's not a ton of water down here, as you guys can see, but you know, our theory is if there's water, there's got to be
fish.
Gotta be.
And this is actually a pretty big creek system that leads out of here, so there's definitely fish in this creek.
Let's hope, man. I'm excited. We got what? Did you bring the ultralight or the featherlight?
I brought the featherlight.
Oh yeah. So if we do catch anything, it's probably really small, but maybe we'll pull a monster out of here. Stay tuned. Here we are at the spot, boys. Let's see. First cast. See, we got some first cast magic. It feels so wild down here compared to up there.
This is like upper Umstead where the creek is. I love it. I love creeks.
Yeah, we can link that video somewhere, maybe up here in a card. But Doug hits that creek system often. He has a lot of good buck. You pull a lot of green sunfish out there too, don't you?
Yeah. Some little baby bass. The last time I was there, I was blown out there from a lot of rain, so I didn't get much at all but snakes.
I don't see any snakes right now.
No.
I think it's pretty cool. You can see like how all the tree roots are hanging out over there. And you can see just how high this water gets sometimes. Like right now it's pretty low.
Yeah.
But you can tell that, I mean, it gets deep. I mean, these walls are about what, like 12 feet high? So, I mean, I'm sure it fills it all the way up and then floods during heavy rain out here. I think it would be interesting to see. You know, I would imagine fish have to be stuck in here. They can't get back to the main lake. Oh, Doug caught some grass.
Hoping maybe there was something sitting up in there, but I think I can get all the way over there.
Man, Doug caught something huge. Oh,
What was that?
that was my cell phone.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, it just fell right out my pocket when I stood up.
Okay.
Right there.
Well, hang on.
Well, no, the water's too deep.
How deep do you think it is right there?
We'll get a stick. I would say at least 6 feet. Vlog happening here, guys. Story time. So I was sitting right here on the hill. I got these nice, super comfy shorts on. I don't know if you guys can see, these pockets are a little baggy. And I stood up to film a clip here with Mr. Doug, and my phone pooped right out my pocket, right into the drink here. And so we just measured it with a stick. It's about, what, 4.5, 5 feet deep. So unfortunately, that's like a S24 Ultra. It's like a $1,200 phone, and it's supposed to be waterproof, so I think technically it will be okay.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't want to lose it, so we're about to make a bad decision here. But I think we're gonna try and get in here. What do you think, Doug?
Absolutely.
All right, so we think it fell in the drink about right here. We're about to make a judgment call here. I'm gonna try to get in here and see how bad this is. I'm just gonna leave the shoes on because I don't know what's in the bottom here. This is pretty concrete stuff. I think it's right around 4 feet deep. What do you think?
I think it's probably 4 feet.
All right, we'll see. Hopefully.
It should be pretty cleared out though, because you got a lot of current coming through here when it rains.
You don't think there's anything like snake-wise or dangerous-wise in this water, do you? Glass or...
Not over here. You got your shoes on.
Okay. All right. I don't like the idea of this. Oh, it's too late now. We're in it. Okay. We're on the bottom.
You're on the bottom? How's it feel? Pretty secure or muddy?
It's muddy.
All right, don't.
I found my phone.
Got it?
Yeah.
All right. You may if you can get it on your foot, great.
I lost
not,
it. Shit.
You may have to do a quick under and down and real quick feel around and grab it.
Oh, that was probably just a rock, actually. I had it for a second, I swear. Because you can feel the glass. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh my God,
Look at that. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, don't get your wallet too. Hang on.
I don't care. There's nothing in my
Hey, your
wallet.
keys.
Woo!
Let's go.
Let's go. Operation Phone Recovery was a success.
Nice.
Not gonna lie to you, my hopes were not high about finding that there. Oh my God, I'm gonna let that dry out. And the phone, hey, it still works. How about that? It says there's water damage. Huh, well, water detected at least.
Water detected.
That's awesome, dude. I'm glad that we decided not to give up on that.
Yeah.
Now let's just hope it dries out and everything works okay, but you never know what's gonna happen when you go fishing with us, okay? Sometimes you're just gonna end up a little wet every time we go fishing. So that is 2 videos in a row where I've ended up partially or all the way wet with my feet soaking. I think it's officially time that I invest in some water shoes, Doug. What do you think?
Absolutely.
Because wringing your socks out doesn't really ever get all the water out. They're just never the same after this. So I think I'm gonna stop by Amazon here and get some water shoes, and maybe not bring my phone with me when we're doing some suspicious fishing, because it's just these walls are so steep. I was just kind of sitting on it to get a good angle, and I stood up, I popped up really quick, and it just flew right out of my pocket. Like I didn't even think about it, and it bounced right off the ground and slid right in. It was like, I was honestly in disbelief when it happened.
You had this look on your face like, did that just really happen?
And I was just watching it slowly drift away, and I was like, no! But we got it back, so I'm pretty excited. I'm kind of more excited for the recovery than the fish we've landed today. We're catching everything. So we're still gonna try and catch a fish over here, and maybe that was a sign we'll have good luck. But the pond caught us, even if we don't catch anything. I don't really know what that's supposed to mean either. I'm just kind of excited right now. So we found this sweet trail here that's wrapping around the lake. So we're going to try and hike it in a little bit and see if we can't get to a new fishing spot. Pretty good fishing day so far. And the sun's starting to come up. It's almost noon. So we were trying to find some nice little shade pockets. But one of the things I love about our fishing trips is we always seem to find these spots where we can kind of get lost a little bit in the woods and make our own adventures. So every little fishing trip, it's not just standing at the bank. There's always something extra involved, and I really appreciate that. I love getting out here. I love being in the woods, being away from people, away from the noise, except for my loud talking and my labored breathing, of course. But it's just so, I know that this GoPro isn't going to do it justice, but you don't hear traffic, you don't hear anything, just nature. And it's so nice to just kind of disappear like this, just listen to the sound of the bugs for a little bit. And yeah, I'll be back to reality in like an hour when I go back to work for the day. But so one of the downsides that we're seeing about trying to be our own filming, production, and adventure crew is that maintaining your gear location to location becomes increasingly more difficult the more you're trying to do. Like, we wanted to bring a little drone, get some drone shots, and the GPS wouldn't calibrate because we're in a no-fly zone, and it was acting weird, so we didn't really get any good shots with that. So that was extra space and something to maintain. And then we're fishing a little funky area behind the spillway. I dropped my phone in the water, have to do a rescue mission. And then we go on this nice long nature hike, and we double check our inventory 3 or 4 times. And somewhere along the way, oh, I almost just fell right into the water. Somewhere along the way, we lost one of our 2 GoPros. So now it's time to do a double back and see if we can't find this. Hopefully I just left it sitting somewhere, because if it fell out like my pocket and bounced, that's kind of why I'm looking down at the ground here, because I have no idea where I dropped it at. But it's just one of those things, so you gotta make a mental check of everything. So I definitely think for our next outing we're gonna keep it simple. 1 GoPro, a neck mount per person, and some extra batteries. And I think we'll call it good there, because this maintaining everything is for the birds. We need a production crew for 2 Nerds Fishing. If you guys want to put in your applications, we're not hiring, but we'll take an application, why not? All right, check this out. We left it right here in the grass. No wonder we missed it. So the cool thing is, we're actually, I don't know if you guys can tell, but over there somewhere, Doug is trying to find a fishing spot right now. And that's where the trail leads, kind of wraps around the edge of the pond here. And I think I want to go back over there. We're going to see if we can't get our lines in the water, maybe catch something a little bit bigger for you guys from right there in that nice little cove pocket. So wish us luck. All right, Doug. Well, we didn't find any more good spots to fish here in the woods, unfortunately. It's just a little too overgrown and the water's just a little too low. But it's been a pretty fun hike. We're still out here making our way back to the parking lot. We found this unofficial trail here that's cut in pretty good, so people definitely take it. And it looks like it might wrap all the way around. What do you think, Doug? Oh, you got ants? What is it?
What the heck that was?
Something got you?
But it got me.
Oh no. Yeah, well, that's the other downside of being in the woods, huh?
All good.
All right, so no more luck on the fishing from the woods, but now we know. So we're at Umstead at Reedy Creek Lake. Okay, that's quite the name. Reedy Creek Lake. Lots of great fishing spots there right from the bank. They had this little dock that was pretty sweet. We got some sunfish out of it. I think they really like the structure there to hide under. But I mean, it was a very successful outing today. We hit a ton of panfish and sunfish. I think we hit mostly what green sunfish. Dude, your hat is covered in ants.
Is it? We'll take it off.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're
pull
big.
It off my head.
Oh, your whole hat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw like 3 or 4 ants.
We're trying to do this outro.
Yeah.
And it is not cooperating.
This is twice now Doug's gotten attacked by bugs. Okay. All right. Anyways, so thank you guys so much for watching. I think we're going to end it here. Had a great time fishing. I actually got a fish on camera.
Yeah.
So that's success. Need to work on targeting and some baiting. I think that my presentation, my baits needs a lot of work. I struggle with getting the baits hooked in a way that it seems natural. So that's what I'm going to be focusing on between videos here. Doug's really good at creating baits that the fish want, especially those sunfish. It's very impressive. He's like the brim whisperer. I mean, you got what, 6 or 7 today? And then you got a couple that spit out your hook, so you would have had even more.
Yeah, we missed quite a few that we could have had. It was a good day.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe and watch all of our other videos. We post a ton of shorts. And if you want more fishing content, make sure you follow along with our journey. Thanks.